about that?
All right, there we go. Now we're good.
Perfect. Rip the
Is that how you
Band-Aid
pronounce
off.
it? Is it Jizza?
Yeah,
As the whitest guy in the world, I was trying to remember.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I listened back in the day, but there was like 13 or 14 people in the Wu-Tang Clan, it seemed like.
Yeah, but you were on the cutting edge of being in that era too.
Yeah,
so that's kind of
yeah.
like there were more household names too. I mean, like anyway, it's incredible that I did a double take when I saw his name. I was like, wait, what?
Boneyard pulling it in. Good
Right.
job, Boneyard. That's
Good
pretty
job,
sweet.
Boneyard.
Yeah.
That's right.
The amount of the shows that are happening this week as compared to last week, it's a lot different. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Last week we were talking about how it could be a whole festival, and this week it's a lot of it's a little chiller.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's like, all right, let's get ready for Thanksgiving, maybe.
Right. Well, I was pretty proud of Chattanooga for going hard the first 2 weeks of November.
Yeah, that's true.
To be honest, coming off of Halloween, it's pretty impressive.
That's not to say that there isn't a lot of great music happening this week.
Are you kidding me? Oh, I can't wait to talk about the ones that were, mentioned. It's going to be a good time. But yes, you're right. In relation, I can't go to 5 shows a night. It was crazy.
Yeah,
it was
that was a
nuts.
crazy week. I think we talked a little bit about it last week about the calendar business, and after that week, has anything in your opinion? Because a few things have in mind. Like I think I've kind of changed my tune a little bit on the calendar and where we're going to find live music.
Well, let's hear about. I hear we're.
Well, I think what I was thinking was. So I started going to a lot of, after we talked, I realized there was a couple I left out. Like there's New Nightlife, and there's but there's a bunch of different ones that I realized as soon as we got done. I was like, oh, I missed on these calendars or whatever. And some of them are really in depth and really tough to look through, and some of them are really bare bones, and they're, which kind of, I guess it's kind of just whichever depends what works for you the best. And that was kind of where I landed. Was I don't think that idea of one place we all go and look at is really there anymore. I think it's more like these people are going to look at it because this is their calendar that hits in their algorithm that they see all the time.
Right.
Anyway, I don't know. I thought that was interesting. I had a little bit of growth through the week of just
perspective.
Well, just learning is like, oh yeah, there are actually a ton of calendars.
Right.
There's way more than I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Still didn't find any venues in Brainerd, but I'm sure somebody's going to let me know where one is sometime soon.
And I think, I love your attitude in that every time we have talked about it, you've said, and we don't know all of it. We don't know all of the calendars. Please let us know.
Please,
we will be looking. We will be asking. And I've changed my tune since. Hat in hand, turned on the radio, and literally for a minute and a half, and heard 2 different outlets for Chattanooga live music, and finding out what was going on being announced.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, well,
let me guess, 88.1.
88.1.
Yeah.
88.1.
88.1 is all about local music. For real, they post stuff all the time. I can't tell you how many people tell me they heard me play on 88.1.
I've heard you twice.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons. But, and that brings up a conversation because it kind of, I see this likened to a lot of things in the world as well. But is there really one center place that we want to point people to? Or do we want to get one format and go to those different groups of people? Right? If we're trying to help that. Now, do we encourage all of the outlets that are already doing it to do it more, to continue doing it?
Yes.
How do we fill those gaps is what I'm asking.
Yeah, I gotcha. I definitely think we encourage. When I'm saying we, I'm talking we as a Chattanooga musicians, correct?
Right. We eat the brick.
Yeah, I would say we definitely want as many people doing it as possible because more people advertising, the more people putting promotions out there, that's the more opportunities you have to share. That's, as a musician, that's the more stuff you can do. I'm bad, just as bad as everybody else is, but I'm bad at forgetting to put, hey, call this calendar. I got these dates in this town. And it's tough to go in every single town and do that. You know, you have to do that in Huntsville. You have to do that in Knoxville. You got to do that when you're out playing. But the ones in my own town, we should definitely know, and it should be pretty easy. And it's, I think that like those communications where I'm like, oh man, I should have my stuff in this calendar. They haven't happened because of my end, probably more than it. So I take kind of blame, you know what I mean? As a musician, of like, I should have put my stuff into this calendar. And I'm just now realizing how many of those calendars that there are in Chattanooga. So I don't know. I think they hit for different people. I mean, there's a calendar has a ton of great activities during the day. You know what I mean? Like, that's a tough calendar to look through when you're talking about live music events where literally everything's starting at 6 p.m. past. So you got to go all the way through to the very bottom. But if you're an active during the day person and you're looking for activities, that's probably the calendar you want to look at. You know what I mean? Because they had all kinds of the outdoor Chattanooga stuff on there. I don't know. So I don't know. That's a big answer. I don't know. I guess we'll just keep talking about Chattanooga music and just see if.
Well, and the reason why I asked that is because I'm not trying to give a solution necessarily. I think that's the beautiful part about this approach is we're asking legitimately for what it's for a suggestion on how we can genuinely point people. And I really like the idea that there are hubs, right? There are sluggos where people are going to sluggos they're only doing that. That's their scene, and I love that. I have no problem with that. I love, if you don't like my scene, I'll help you find one that you do.
Yeah, Sluggos is a cool scene.
And Sluggos is great.
It's a great restaurant too.
I can mention like 3 other places that happened around that. You know, the pirate radio that was going on in like all that movement is just fascinating to me.
Cinema One.
Like Jakey with Cinema One for behind the camera. That's
Shout
Jakey
out.
Lutsko.
There we go. And so can we get to those places like Cinema One, for example, right? And like have pointing people, like
Don't point people to Cinema One.
if there are 20 people in one place in a parking lot, right, that meet every Tuesday, how can I show up and be like, yo, what are you guys trying to find? How can I point you to that?
It's pretty easy to break into the Cinema One scene if that's what you're trying to do. I don't think it's that difficult, man. I think
Trying to do a show
up.
there.
Get it, dude.
Yeah.
Don't tell me where I shouldn't play. I'll pull up, dude. I'll pull up.
But I think I mean, you're right. Like those little small scenes of like a Sluggos, not like, you know, like a for real Sluggos. To me, it seems like the idea would be to highlight that scene and to other people who may not see it normally, right? You know what I mean? And say like, this is what's happening here. Like that's, to me, the cool thing. That's one of, it's kind of funny. It does kind of lead into what, like, the stuff that I was looking at over this week, which was a lot of local bands. No Thank You John has a show there on Tuesday.
There we go.
And that's like, I had a couple of discoveries this week. I don't know about you, but I think it's fun to look at something, be like, I don't know anything about these bands or anything about this music, and then just spend a little bit of time listening to
unfolding it.
Let me see what this is all about. Right. I got to do that some this week with a couple of different bands. And No Thank You John is one. Have you ever listened to No Thank You John?
One time.
I've
seen No Thank You John.
You've seen them, cool.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen them. I only know the name. And I've seen the name play it at different shows or whatever, so I really had just had a chance to listen. So, man, super duper cool, man. Like
putting a thumbs up into the microphone. I mean, it's incredible.
Yeah,
it's
like
incredible.
It's kind of like this ethereal, like pop electronic music. Almost like meditation music, like one step taken a step further. You know what I mean? Like into like
ambient.
Not really. I wouldn't really say ambient because he has some really great vocals, really great lyrics that go over top. So it's not really like, you know, it's not music to meditate to for sure, unless you want to get hypnotized by No Thank You John, which I can see that happening, which may be what this whole thing is No Thank You John hypnotizing people. But because it's a good idea. I mean, the music, you definitely lose yourself in it for sure.
Got a pulse to it.
Definitely has a pulse. But I guess he's doing Sluggos quite frequently. I didn't know. I just happened to see his name and I was like, oh, this would be cool. I know he's doing Red Bank Porch Fest too, which is another, I'll see him play at one of those things for sure. But there's
what's that date? What's that date on that show?
It's Tuesday. Let me see here. I got the dates on here somewhere. It's Tuesday. I believe that's November the 18th. It is.
Okay.
November 18th, Tuesday at Sluggos. No Thank You John.
Okay, cool.
There's a bunch of great shows actually on Tuesday. I mean, this is another one where it's like TJ Miller is coming to the Comedy Catch. What the heck?
Comedy Catch pulls them in, man.
That's a pretty big name.
Yes.
And a Tuesday, I'm assuming he's just coming through to do something or other, but that's a big name.
Yes. We've talked several times about, we were standing outside Wanderlinger after a show and, looked over and saw a line out the door. We were like, for who? And is Comedy Catch pulling in? Oh my gosh, that, just names out that you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, Comedy Catch pulls some great ones.
That's where you played during IBMA. So see what I'm saying?
And I went there because I didn't play there yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're right. It's a great. We got to see it as a live music venue. It's interesting.
Might as well. Stage is just the same size as most in town, so might as well do it. I love.
It's a little taller. I will say
that.
It's a little bit scary of a stage because it's small, but it's like
small but tall
off the ground, and so like one false step and man,
people are eye level with your shoes the whole time.
When you're playing music, you got a border. Typically you got a monitors in front of you. You got a mic stand.
Nope.
Stand-up comedian, you don't have any of that. It's just it's
towering over these
people. Straight cliff, dude. But yeah, I thought that was cool. Haley Mae Campbell's at Songbirds. Memphis Mayfire is at the Signal, which is a
what date's that Songbird show?
Sorry. Those are all Tuesdays.
This
is all on November the 18th. Yeah,
incredible.
Memphis Mayfire has a huge tour, and they're going all over the place. Anybody who's a Memphis Mayfire fan is gonna love the fact that they're coming to Chattanooga. And they're going to hate the fact that I don't really know that much about it, really. So I'm just going to stop talking.
Perfect.
But they are a good band. I did listen to them some. There's a bunch of cool shows. The other bands that I really kind of got to check out and listen to a lot are two local bands, and they're not very big bands, which is like the best time to listen or discover a band when they're not that big.
That's right.
And these guys, both of these bands put out releases this year. Their first EPs are this year. First one's called Pilot Fish, and the second one's called Snow Clone.
Okay.
They're playing at Yellow Racket Records on the 21st of November. And they're just doing one together. Both bands I had a chance to listen to and went through their stuff, and man, super cool. Both bands they're a little bit different. Pilot Fish is like a freaking rock band, dude. It's
awesome.
It's kind of like it's almost like a throwback. What I really thought about it was like the later era of kind of grunge music when it started to get like melodic and a little poppy. It's kind of
kind of shoegaze.
I don't really know, dude.
Okay, cool.
I don't really know how what shoegaze is, but
nice.
Man, I love shoegaze. It's just a vibe, it's good stuff.
I don't know anything about it.
But I'll check them out. I love the name of both of those bands.
Let me see my notes here. Great heavy guitar, great guitar sounds. Like their clean sounds were really cool. You know how it is. Like I'm a sucker for good guitar sounds, and these guys have great guitar sounds. I don't know who the singer is, but he has a great voice. I
love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Big time.
The second band is a band called Snow Clone. they're both playing together. It's Snow Clone and Pilot Fish on November 21st at Yellow Jacket Records. Snow Clone doesn't have, they have an EP on, and it's basically like when you look them up, you can listen to the EP, which is great. So I don't really know if Snow Clone is a band or if it's just one person. It has a lot of like electronic kind of mixture with kind of like indie rock. I don't know, like electronic poppy indie rock.
Okay.
Very cool melodies, really cool guitar sound, which we talked about. I think it just lands in that indie band kind of thing,
right?
Like the cool guitar sounds,
right?
There's just a bunch. Each song is like a different cool guitar sound.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Cool.
They have a song. My favorite song is a song called Ruby. I listened to it like 4 times, which is usually a good indicator when you hear a song and you're like, ooh, I like that song.
Right.
So go listen to Ruby. That's a good one.
Ruby.
Yeah.
Snow Clone.
Snow Clone.
Best band. I said that earlier. Best band name.
Yeah.
Best band name.
Let me tell you a misstep I thought I heard. To just go back, no thank you, John. His name is John Cotton. And the fact that he didn't name himself Johnny Cotton, I mean, I would never be able to not do that. That would be...
It's probably old to him at this point. He's probably like, yeah, I'm over it.
Yeah.
Probably heard it enough times.
I've heard that a lot, yeah.
It's the nickname he's trying to get away from.
Yeah.
Missed opportunity.
Nobody else has heard it though.
Right.
I was like, man, Johnny Cotton, what a great name that would be. I wish I had thought of that.
Hey, you know what? That's your alias name whenever you get too big to play.
At the Rhines.
Yeah, there you
go. But yeah, there's a bunch of good shows that are happening, and there's some bigger artists. I mean, we already talked about, TJ Miller and Jizza. But I really think kind of the locals went out this whole week. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And that week, the week that we're doing is the 17th
to the 24th.
Through 24th, right?
Yeah, I think so.
That's exactly right. So I was going to fill in the gaps right there. So on that, the 19th, there's a band called DOG. D, 2 E's, OHGEE.
Yeah.
Just in case you're looking for it, They used to be called the Blackfoot Gypsies. And they were in Nashville right around, and you said they were in Athens before?
Yeah, I've known them as an Athens-based band.
Okay.
Athens, Georgia.
Okay.
And it may just be where their label is.
Mm-hmm.
But that's how I bumped into them. They're on the same label as Call Me Spinster. I can't remember what that label is off the top of my head. Great band.
Great band.
Fun psychedelic band.
Yes, sir. Trio.
Yeah, trio, like a really, and they do the whole thing where they come dressed to the gills. Like they show up all dimed out. So that's cool.
You got the Davy Crockett coonskin hats on. And,
I don't think you ever know. I think they show up different all the time.
Well, whenever I saw them, they were on the whatever vibe they were on that day, and they were cooked up into a frenzy, and he had so much energy, the front man, after one of their songs, that he then started giving stage banner, just talking to the crowd, and it's the best stuff I've ever heard anybody say to a group of people. He was like cooked up into frenzy, and he was like, everybody, you guys want to feel wild, you want to feel free, you want to feel wild, well, this is a place you can do it. And he was like feeling it, like he couldn't. And he, in between his yell, there was no break into the next song. And then after that song, he would yell and cook it up. And he would be like, I know you're out there. Cool. And he was like cooking him. And by the end of it, like there was like the most joyous mosh pit I've ever seen. It was Mercy Lounge in Nashville. And right, like I think it was like 2013, But I remember he said, I know y'all are out there. You want to feel wild and feel free. Well, y'all can do it. And it was like, it was one of those moments where I was like, these guys have it, dude.
Yeah,
he just gave everybody in the room permission to exist. That was really cool.
That's at Cherry Street?
Cherry Street on the 19th.
This Cherry Street just knocking them out of the park left and right.
I will say this on record. Marty is the most connected person. I do not understand how you see him just mapping it out in his brain. Standing at the front door, just meeting people and being so kind. Like he's a mad scientist, man. he's bringing everybody in.
Yeah.
He blows my mind, dude. Mad respect.
Yeah, I mean, just this month alone, they've got some real
Insane.
heavy hitters coming.
And speaking of Cherry Street, one of your favorite groups that I saw at Cherry Street, the Dolphin Group, is going to be, and you can't, you're playing this show too, but Songbirds, Dolphin Group is doing their album release.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun night.
And also, Etc., which is Adam Stone's band, Alex Keys, a lot of great musicians on that bill, man. That's going to be great. So that's November 21st, and I've got to plug that show because that lineup's insane.
It's going to be fun. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great band. I mean, again, the Dolphin Group is another band that was like, when we first started talking, I didn't really know that much about them, but they were nice guys, and, so I was like, cool, I'll check your music out, and started listening to it. And, most people would be like, why would the bluegrass guy listen to her like this at all? But man, it was really right down my alley. Super cool electronic, like just a really fun vibe. All of the music is really of this same kind of ilk, just really fun vibe, which is fun to listen to, fun to go see. So yeah, I'm excited about that show. That should be fun.
And then that night, same night, I always, if you're over at Stir or whatever, go over before the show at Songbirds. Starting at 7:30, Courtney Holder is going to be playing at Gate 11. And for those of you that don't know, we're turning you on to one of the best singer-songwriters that of my generation that's happening right now. She's incredible. You've worked with her.
Yeah, Courtney's great. She's really great. She's an unrealist. I mean, she's just a really good songwriter, like just classically good songwriter. She comes up with great melodies. She has good ideas. And the most important thing, she's motivated. She's been playing a lot. And, it's one of those, she has one of those things where like if you look her up on Spotify, you don't see very much. But she has the stuff that's on there is really great, and it's like 9 years old or something, It's like, what happened? Where's this? But the rest of her stuff is, she's just put it out in other places, so you can go check her out. It's not going to be on Spotify. You're going to have to go look at it on YouTube or go look up some of her social media stuff, and you can really hear some of her songs. But she's this is one of the people that you need to go see live. You need to go see Courtney play live. Right. If you haven't seen her, man, she just blows you away. Her voice is so great.
Yeah, while you can, go see her while you can. I mean, one of those people that all it takes is one person to hear her.
Yeah.
That's all. And it's kind of it's one of those moments. Being around somebody like that, it's like just waiting for a butterfly to come out of the cocoon. It's just like that. She's killing it. She's writing some of the best songs I think she's even surprised herself. She's doing that.
Yeah,
something is happening. The muse is happening out, outside of her for sure. So I'm just whenever you see that trajectory, you kind of, hey, go see him while you can. You will be soon buying Ticketmaster tickets, to go, So.
Yeah. And she's a good one to catch because she plays great. Is that Elsie's daughter or is that?
This is going to be Gate 11. That's kind of why I plugged it, because it's, it's right there and you can sit outside and hang out in a different environment. She's at Elsie's daughter a lot of Sunday nights.
Yeah. Check her out. But just follow her social media and you'll find out her. Because
Courtney Holder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Courtney Holder. She plays
HOLDER.
Yeah. She plays in town weekly, usually at least once a week. So you can catch Courtney, do yourself a favor and do it.
That's right. Yeah. Great family too. Great family. Yeah. Her whole career too. Any of her stuff before that, when she was coming to town, she had a band with Adam Stone and Alex Keys. And all those guys.
I remember that.
It was ripping. So it's beautiful. Good time.
Speaking of Adam Stone,
yes, sir.
How's the Jingle Jam going?
Oh, our competition we got going on.
We haven't. We're not. So I guess when this comes out, it'll already been like a couple maybe
weeks.
We may not even be in it anymore.
We might not be. Yeah, actually, the first
Probably won't be, actually.
on the day that we're filming, it is the first day of voting. Is that correct?
Yeah, today is.
So we've been both talking about that. What I think is the most crazy of the whole thing. All right, so I've heard all the jingles. They're incredible, genuinely good. Like all of them, I could see every single one of them. Close my eyes and see them on a video, a commercial, in the background of people talking. It's just even the just clips of each one. It's just they're thick. Me and you came up with the first 3 notes. The same exact 3 notes.
Oh yeah,
EPB.
yeah, I know, yeah.
We're EPB.
Yeah.
That just made me so happy to hear that because I said, no matter what, man.
I remember when I was singing it, and then you were like, "Hey, I like that. I might use something like that." On
I did.
mine." And
I said,
was
I'm
like,
going to steal it.
I said, "Hey, that's my name."
Yeah, don't do it, please. And I said, no, I'm going to take everything you have.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's been pretty fun to. Well, number one, all of the musicians. I'm friends with everybody who's on there, just like you. You know,
I'm fans. Yeah.
Yeah, and all the jingles did come out really, really good.
I was proud of all, because
Yeah.
as we were going down, I'm like, oh man, that's great. Good job for that.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And everybody kind of did it a little different. Like Suevo, there are so many sound bites in that whole thing. It's so thick with it. It all can stand alone.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it was all kind of motif after motif. It was really good. The Magic Birds they did a song and then
I
advertising.
like throwing the ad in there.
I
Yeah,
liked that.
yeah, that was a good move. I didn't think about that.
That
at
was
all.
really cool because it stands out.
I mean, Ben's voice is the perfect. I mean, that guy's voice is he talks like this, super low.
He's the guy you want on the radio.
Perfect radio voice. Dude.
He said, "My moment has come."
Yeah, that's it. He saw his moment.
That's right.
Yeah. So if you haven't voted, if you haven't do that, go. I don't even know if it's still going right now, but I think it goes to the 22nd, maybe.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be a
that
good
right?
time. So that'll go through until this week that we're promoting.
But hey, big ups to EPB for throwing some money at a bunch of local musicians because they didn't really have to do that.
They didn't have
Especially
to do
this day and age, you can just AI generate some, theme song and be done.
that. Well, we won't spout all their business, but all of the people that entered into that were compensated, which is crazy. That's usually you have to pay at least $80 to enter a contest.
That is true.
Right?
Yeah. Don't tell them.
And so I just really think that's really that's how it should be done.
Yeah, kudos to EPB. That's a
EPB
cool
for
move.
doing it the right way, not the good way, but the right way. They did it.
How was
Friday.
your weekend?
It was wonderful,
Yeah, good shows.
incredible.
What's your top moment? What's your funnest weekend on stage?
All right, so for
Funnest
Halloween, everybody, first of all, I woke up and I said, I'm not gonna dress up, but I'm gonna shave my face. I was like, I'll shave it,
The real reveal.
I'm not gonna do anything, but I'll do something extreme, because I hadn't seen my face in a couple years, so.
Is it what you?
It's very
Beautiful
disappointing. It was
face.
so disappointing. I was like, hey, everything would get better. No, it didn't. But for my costume, I ran out, grabbed the dehydrator, and made jerky inside of JJ's. So I had the dehydrator behind me. So my favorite was people would come in the door. I'd have a guitar in between songs and hand them some jerky, weigh out a couple bags.
Trick or treating with jerky.
That's
Oh,
right.
Nice.
It was no treat, all tricks.
Nice.
How about you? Family time?
Yeah, we did. Pretty much family time this weekend. I had one show. Luckily, outdoor show got canceled. That happens.
Weather?
But got postponed.
Okay.
Yeah. So it'll happen again.
I love
Private
Halloween.
show. Private shows are fun.
I think that it should be said how many musicians make their livelihood predominantly on private shows.
Private shows are great, man. House shows are so much fun, and really like traveling wise, it's my favorite show. When I get to throw one on a road, where I know I'm going somewhere I don't know, and you're talking to people you know for sure you're not going to know
Right.
anybody. The most fun, dude.
Right.
Just the most fun.
Well, and to be honest, like house shows, that's where it all started for me. Like throwing a show at your house. We couldn't, get a bunch of 16-year-olds in a venue, but we had a decent garage, and here we go. you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like graduating to the adult version where you're in the living room, really nice intimate space. So private shows are really cool.
It is a really cool setup. If you don't know what we're talking about, there's a whole network of like house shows that's all around. A lot of singer-songwriter musicians, a lot of different kinds of musicians actually. What it is basically like, say you're a host, you say, I'm going to throw a party for Joel Forlines and his band to come play. And you invite like 30 of your friends, and sometimes it's like there's a mandatory ticket price to get in. It's 10 or 20 bucks. A lot of times it's, which this turns out to be more profitable, is just a box where it's just, hey, donate what you can to the artist. And then, you play a show in somebody's house for 20 or 30 people. You get to meet the audience. You get to talk to the audience. It's a much more inclusive experience as opposed to a huge show. It's a really fun way to make money on the road because you actually do way better money-wise.
That's right.
Than you do at a Now, you're not going to break into the big time doing that. You know what I mean? Like, you got to play public shows. But they're so much fun, and you get to meet so many. I mean, the people you're meeting are music people. Because only music people who would be interested in either doing or going to one of those shows.
Well, and it's a great way at two things. Number one, everybody go Chat GPT how much it costs to throw a house show. Chat GPT how much it costs to do a show. And then you'll gain a lot of respect for these production and everything you go see. Then try to throw one and tell me that it costs that as little as they say it does, because it won't. It kind of gives you more respect for what you're going to see show to show every day. If you throw one and you get to see that. And I tell people, if you're really trying to see your favorite musician, get 50 of your friends to all give $40, and you don't have to pay Ticketmaster anymore to go see so and so.
Really not a bad idea.
What I'm saying is get 100 of your friends, and it doesn't make sense to me how smart, because I know my listening audience is smart. I know this, but I don't think they've done the math of how much money they're giving to people they don't even know. And when you're giving $300 to somebody that you're never going to, oh, by the way, you don't know his mom's name. Oh, by the way, he's not going to help you when your tire goes flat. But all it takes is $50 to bring that guy to your house that you pay $300 to see at Ticketmaster, and then get one of your best friends that's a musical guy, link them up, and guess what? You're responsible for the fabric of American music. The opportunities are always there, and people are just sitting paying $300 to so-and-so.
Yeah.
And it really kind of blows my mind. You want a more intimate and real experience for half the cost? Just think real quick.
Yeah, that's true. Although, to be honest with you, there's some musicians that I would pay good money to go see that I don't want to.
You don't want to even meet. Yeah. Well, that's the best part is you can kind of vet that out, right? You get so-and-so to your house and you're like, wait, I don't even like this guy's music, man, or this person's music, or they're just, they're full of it. It's really a great way to suss it out too. But if you're afraid of that, I get it.
Yeah. No, I was just joking.
Hey, no, Brian Jonestown Massacre is one of those bands.
Really?
I would love to watch them, but they get in fights on stage. So I'm the same kind of way. It's like there's always a band that's like, yeah, I don't want to hang out with them at all.
I don't know if they're gonna get in fights on stage. That's big.
It was incredible. Mercy Lounge.
You saw them get in a fight on stage?
Yes.
No kidding.
Yeah. Mercy Lounge. Brian Jonestown Massacre and the Dandy Warhols did the best music documentary. It's on YouTube. It's called Dig. Best rock and roll documentary ever. And Brian Jonestown Massacre is known for that. They've gotten in fights on stage in Brazil. Every city they played, they'll get in a fight most of the time.
Dang.
And it's real. Anton goes, your tone sounds like mine, man. He was like, the reverb is
it just
pitch
like
perfect.
two specific people?
Yeah, just start Yeah.
It's like the same two guys every time.
No, actually, it's always different, but it's Anton. The lead guy always kind of
there's
starts.
one guy.
Yeah. Like I think one of his albums called "Thank God for Mental Illness." So there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a trip, man. He's a good dude.
All right, so this week you can catch us a couple places. Tuesday night Bluegrass Jam every Tuesday right here at Barrel House Ballroom. Thursday, I'm playing Thursday night at Cherry Street Tavern. Joel's playing Thursday night at the Wood Shop.
That's right. What time do you start?
I have no idea. 6 o'clock.
I start at 6 o'clock as well.
Yeah, both early shows.
Oh yeah.
Friday at Songbirds, Dolphin Group, etc. I'm going to be opening that show up. You got any more?
Album release. That's going to be incredible.